He beats one, still keeps hold of the ball, beats another one with a brilliant skill move. He cuts inside, finds John Guidetti, and he shoots and he scores. Newcastle have taken the lead in the first Premier League game of the season, and Diego Carlos gets an assist on his Premier League debut. Diego Carlos made a sensational debut for Newcastle United against Stoke City. He managed to get himself an assist in that game as Newcastle did pick up a 1-0 victory. Of course, Diego last season played for Barca B in the Segunda Division of Spain and has now moved to the Premier League, so it's a massive step up, but it seems like Diego is ready for the challenge. He's been deployed by Rafa Benitez in a different position, more of a centre forward role, but Diego Carlos is relishing that challenge. In this episode, we're going to have some more games, possibly the biggest game of Diego Carlos's career. Manchester United away from home at the Old Trafford, a chance for Diego Carlos to go up against the likes of Romelu Lukaku, Paul Pogba. It's a massive opportunity, but if you guys are excited for today's episode, make sure to show your support by dropping a like on this video. If you guys can smash out, let's say 400 likes, I'll try to upload another episode of this series within like the next 3 or 4 days. You guys know that I've got my exam, so yeah, the upload schedule is a bit tight. But regardless, in this episode, Diego Carlos will be giving his first press conference with Newcastle United. Let's get that going. So we've got the first question coming from Fernando Toranzo. Will Brazilian players in the Premier League such as Firmino and Gabriel Jesus be examples of players whom you would want to compare yourself to? Probably, yeah. I mean, very similar players. I mean, especially Firmino, a creative player being deployed more in a centre forward role instead of a proper striker. I really relate myself to Firmino, and I think he's one player who I probably want to replicate here at Newcastle. Maybe not Gabriel Jesus, I think he's a bit different. But yeah, those are two players that I definitely want to replicate. Do you think you will soon be a part of the Brazilian national team? I think we've got to wait for that. The names you guys just mentioned, you know, Gabriel Jesus and Firmino, it's gonna take time for me to, you know, get at that level and compete for a starter spot in the Brazilian national team. But I hope we can soon be a part of the national team. It'll take time, but I'm patient. Moving on, even though you will give 100% in every role you play, where do you want to play the most? Now, this is a difficult question, but obviously the answer is pretty simple. Although I'm being deployed as a centre forward, I would like to play as an out-and-out striker. I know we've got John Guidetti, or Guidetti, I think that's the proper pronunciation. I think he's playing as my striker, as the striker in our team, and I'm playing as the centre forward, so I know that Guidetti is a quality player, so yeah, I'm just happy to be playing game in and game out here for Newcastle as things are. I'm pretty happy here at Newcastle, and that is it for the press conference. Let me know if you guys enjoy these press conference segments, and if you guys want more of them, just put in more press conference questions. And also, a lot of you guys have been complaining about Diego Carlos's hairstyle, and you guys want that changed, so let me know in the comment section what hairstyle should I give Diego Carlos. But now, time to get into another Premier League game. The first Premier League game we played in the previous episode was a victory, but now we go to the London Stadium to play West Ham. It's a brand new stadium, and I'm really excited to play here and potentially even get my first Premier League goal ever. That would really be one hell of a moment, especially here away against West Ham. This is a game I think we've got a chance to win, as Aaron Lennon delivers a perfect cross, but I couldn't direct that towards goal, although the manager did say it was a good header, but I think I should have scored that. You know, last season I was pretty good with headers. I don't know what happened there. Rafa Benitez does look a bit disappointed there. I guess I've got to be doing better from those kind of chances. We might have another one. Lennon finds Guidetti. In fact, he jumps over the ball, and now Diego Carlos getting away from the man, gets the shots off, but Adrian, who's a decent goalkeeper, the Spaniard, makes a very good save. So in like 6 minutes, I've had 2 goal scoring opportunities. Early signs look pretty good. We might have another chance as Guidetti plays this one to Mikel Moreno. Moreno with a cross, and this is a free chance for Diego Carlos, completely unmarked, and he completely scuffed it with that right foot. And that's the 2-star weak foot coming through, man. I mean, what even was that? So bad there from Diego Carlos. He's got to improve. Lennon now, another cross, another chance for Carlos as another free header. To be fair, he did get away from his marker, so I guess we can't call that a free header. But Diego has missed 4 good chances in the first half. This never happens. At Barcelona, B used to score goals for fun. What is happening here for Diego? As Sales makes a big save. He's been a good keeper here at Newcastle. We haven't conceded because Sales has been really, really nice. Could see a chance though for, of course, West Ham, but Sales makes an easy save there. I've wasted so many chances in this game, and we could lose 2 points in this game because of that, or maybe not. Diego links up well with Atsu. Ball finds its way to Guidetti. Guidetti into Atsu. Atsu passes this one into me. I get the shot off a block from Reed. It finds its way to Guidetti, who smashes the ball into the back of the net, and we take the lead against West Ham in the 90th minute in the most dramatic of circumstances. We've taken away all 3 points from this away fixture against West Ham. What a goal from Guidetti though. That volley, absolutely brilliant. I just wanted to highlight one difference from this season and the previous one at Barca B. We were the main goal scorer there. There just wasn't anyone else who would pop up with the goals, and yeah, it's different. I haven't scored yet. My team is still winning. Guidetti is the main man and he's scoring goal after goal, which is really nice to see. It just shows that when Diego is playing with more quality players, the team will do better, and that's what's happening now. Although Diego didn't score in that game, he was very influential. He created a lot of chances, well, missed a lot of chances, but ultimately it was that shot that he took that got deflected and straight into the path of Guidetti. So I'm kind of happy with the start Diego has made to the Premier League. You know, 2 games, 1 assist, not bad. I mean, adjusting to the Premier League is going to be tough, but I just wanted to have a look at my stats to see why I missed so many chances, and I guess it was simple finding out why. 62 heading accuracy, so I've got to be improving my header stats, man, heading accuracy stats, and the only way to improve that stat is by scoring more headers, so it's going to be tough, but let's hope we can increase that heading accuracy to maybe to the 70s, because I think I'll need that to score headers, because the amount of good runs I'm able to make with Diego Carlos, I'm kind of disappointed I haven't scored more. So yeah, in fact I've not scored a single goal yet at Newcastle, but can we get the first goal here for Diego Carlos, as we will be playing Leeds? I did simulate that cup game because my fitness wasn't up to the mark, so I'm excited to play that game against Leeds United, 2 clubs with major history in the Premier League, so I'm excited for that one. Also, Mikel Merino, a player that's been really good, has just got himself injured for a couple of weeks. That's not good at all. We've made such a good start to the Premier League. But anyways, before talking more about games and all, look at this, man. Manchester City have gone all in. They've signed Isco for over £100 million. Now, in real life, that's a transfer that probably makes sense. But in FIFA, you never see these kind of high transfers happening on maybe even deadline day or something like that. So pretty crazy to see that. And that's pretty much it for transfer deadline day. Of course, we didn't really have much to do, as we did make the transfer or the move to Newcastle United for a fee of £20 million pretty early on in this season. So we got time to adapt to the team, playing through a few training drills and all that. So all good for us. But now it's time, guys. The big game, facing Leeds United at home. This is the perfect opportunity for me to get my first goal, because I might not score in the next one, and we might not even win the next game because that's Manchester United. But against Leeds, I fancy myself. I'm again playing in that centre forward role, a role that has suited me. Let's see what happens though, because the centre forward role, although I kind of prefer playing up front as a striker because I'll get all the goals, but at the same time, playing in that centre forward role allows me to link up with my midfield, which I really like to do even when I was at Barca B. So let's see how all this unfolds, as Guidetti plays a good pass into me. I cut on my left foot, I get the shot off at the edge of the area, but took a big deflection from one of the Leeds United defenders. But early on, good signs. I'm creating chances, I'm getting involved in the play. That's exactly what I want. The goal will come. Corner for us, as the header is taken, a decent header, but it's just above the crossbar. Moving on, we could see another chance here. Isaac Hayden plays the ball into me. I play this one straight to Guidetti. Guidetti plays this one in behind the Leeds United defence. Aaron Lennon cuts inside on his right, gets the shot off, and I try to snatch a goal maybe from the rebound, but it doesn't really work out well, as Leeds United might have a chance. Big opportunity now for this guy. He gets the shots off and sells. What a save that was from him. I mean, I thought Leeds were definitely going to score, but Sells comes up big. Another chance maybe for Leeds. They've been doing well as we cleared the ball away, but it's fallen to one on Anita. Former Newcastle player, if I'm not wrong. He gets the shot off, and Sells again, who's been phenomenal in this episode, continues to do well. But now in the second half, maybe his chance to finally score his first goal in the Premier League, and Diego Carlos doesn't miss as he scores his first goal for Newcastle, first goal in the Premier League as well. Runs down straight to the camera, one of his trademark celebrations now this is coming up to be. And what a goal, man, from Diego Carlos. The finish was just exquisite. But there's one thing about this goal. It's kind of like Diego Carlos' trademark goal, because last season, if you remember, for Barca B, he'd do this time and time again. Get the ball towards the right-hand side of the field, cut inside on his left, and boom, bottom corner. It's kind of like his trademark, and things are going well for Diego. Maybe another chance here to score as he hits the post. How unfortunate was that? You guys know Diego Carlos loves taking shots from like 25, 30 yards out. Unfortunately, that time it didn't work out as it hit the post. Diego trying a bit of skills here. Now in a crossing position. We haven't seen Diego cross much here at Newcastle. Decent ball played in, but Leeds do clear. We've got about like 7 minutes left in this game. We've got to defend well and potentially not concede. A header here from Diego Carlos. Not that bad, as we do get a boost in the shot power area, which is nice, as we've got now 45 shots on target. Oh, that's a rash challenge from Diego Carlos. Could get himself booked for that one. Probably will. 85th minute of this game. And guess what? This, I believe, is Diego Carlos's third yellow card in 3 consecutive Premier League games. He's got to improve discipline-wise, because this is not going to work. Because 2 more yellow cards, Diego Carlos will get suspended. So he has to reduce the aggression he's showing in these kind of games. It's okay to show passion, but this was a bit way too much. I'll show you guys the yellow card stats later on. But look at this, a complete performance from Diego Carlos. Only a 7.5 match rating. I don't know how. I think it should be higher, because I think Diego had a better game than a 7.5. But still, anyways, good performance. First goal for Diego Carlos in the Premier League. Player of the month goes to John Guidetti. And guess what? We are top of the league. And I guess that's why one of our players is winning the player of the month. I'm enjoying playing with Guidetti. You might have seen a few times Guidetti and, you know, Diego link up really well. And it's showing we've got a partnership which is working really, really well. Getting through some training drills now. We've got a C, a couple of Ds. In fact, 3 Ds and a B. Not that good of a training session. But this is what I wanted to show you guys. Diego Carlos has the most yellow cards in the league. And I'm sure the media is going to pick up on this. Call Diego a bit of unfair player, you know, maybe label him as too aggressive for the Premier League. I don't know. The media is probably going to hit out at Diego Carlos the same way they did to the likes of Fellaini and all. But it's going to be a struggle, you know. I've got to control my aggression, because I can't be, you know, missing out games against the likes of Liverpool and City because of a suspension. I think me getting so many yellow cards is down to me playing in a different position, because now Diego Carlos has to do defensive duties as well, because he's playing in more of a centre forward / cam role. So he's got to do more defensive duties. His defensive stats aren't that good. Hence, he's going to make a mistake here and there. So I've got to try and avoid making those mistakes, because as I said, I don't want to be missing any big games. Talking about big games, we come up against Manchester United. To be fair, they are struggling this season, so could be a game where we have a chance to win. But it's at the Old Trafford, and you'd expect Manchester United to win this one without much of a problem. But here I am, walking out onto the pitch of the Old Trafford. What a moment for Diego Carlos. As you can see, United 12th in the league. That's not a position they used to, so it's going to be massive this game. Look at Diego Carlos. They're getting all excited and hyped for this one against Manchester United. But guess what? They have the first chance of this one. Lukaku gets the shots off, but Sales makes the save. This game has been dubbed as Lukaku versus Diego Carlos. Who's going to come out on top in this one? Let's find out. Lazar on the ball now for us. He plays this one in behind into me. I'm in a great position in the 11th minute of this game. I cut this one to Atsu. And Christian Atsu with a goal here against Manchester United. And he silences the United fans. You can't hear any noise from them, as of course Atsu is now scored, putting Newcastle United into the lead. What a start we've had to this Premier League campaign, and you've got to give Diego Carlos credit for this goal, because it was all him. He made the run in behind the opponent's defence, played in a perfect ball, and bam, there we get the goal. Could see a chance now again, as Diego Carlos loves running at the defences of the opponents, as he plays this one in behind to Aaron Lennon. We know he's got the pace. Aaron Lennon cuts inside, a simple pass to Diego Carlos. How hasn't Diego put that one into the back of the net? That was his second Premier League goal, all there in front of him, and he missed. But could he score here from the corner, as it's a perfect looping header from Diego Carlos? And that's got to be the best header Diego Carlos has scored in this freaking series. I mean, sensational stuff. The ball in from the corner or the set piece was absolutely perfect. Diego just got something on it, and it just glided its way into the back of the net. Have a look at that again. Diego with a great run towards the near post. Not exactly near post, but it was a good run. And then the header couldn't do much about that one. As now Diego potentially looking to create something else, as this game didn't really have much in it until the 72nd minute. Matic makes a good block, but Atsu wins it back. Now it's Jose Perez who finds Diego Carlos, and look at the strength and look at the ability from Diego to keep the ball. Unfortunately, he couldn't finesse that one, but it's a massive victory here for us against Manchester United. 4 Premier League games this season, not a single goal conceded, and we've scored, what, 5 goals now? Unreal. The start we've had to the Premier League this season, it's the dream start for Diego Carlos. Obviously, I'm not going to look ahead and think about winning the Premier League. I'm just looking to deliver here for Newcastle United. But a great performance from Diego Carlos. A goal and an assist. Absolutely perfect. So far, in, I believe, the 4 or 5 Premier League games we've played. I think we've played 4 games actually, not 5. We've got about 2 goals and 1 assist, which is brilliant. Unfortunately, well, everything can't go according to plan as Guidetti gets himself injured, but will that mean I'm going to be playing as the main striker in the team? I'm not so sure. We will see what happens about that in the next episode. Diego hailed as a game changer, fairly so. The manager, or of course Rafa Benitez, is pretty happy with the way Diego's been performing, and why wouldn't he be? Diego coming from a Barca B side that didn't really do that well in the league, and he's now dominating the Premier League, one of the top scorers in the league as well. He's just got to keep this form going. Diego gets himself another inform. Nothing new about that. His second inform of the season. Diego's having a sensational season. 4 games in already. No other team is unbeaten in the Premier League. City in second place with 9 points. But we can't think too much about this. You know there are some losses coming our way because we are Newcastle United. We don't have the unlimited funds or the quality of players like the likes of City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, United. By the way, United, what even are they doing, man? That's terrible there from Manchester United in 15th place. They've dropped down even more from 12th. Next episode, we've got some more games, and oh my god, it's a derby against Sunderland. I know it's a cup game, but I am going to be trying to, you know, get a start in that one if the coach does pick me. Against Sunderland, it's a chance for me to, you know, become a cult hero for Newcastle fans, because you know the rivalry between them, and I'm excited to play that game. We've got Spurs coming up soon, some awesome games as well, and next episode, a bit of a sneak peek for that. We've got some sponsorship stuff going on in the next episode, and I can't wait to show you guys what that is. But anyways, Diego Carlos now 75, so we've made even more progress in this episode. 75 rated now, some of his stats looking pretty darn good. I'm waiting to see Diego's first 80 plus stat. I don't think he has an 80 plus stat. Right now, with all his amazing performances, Diego is now 4th in the squad ranking, which is nice to see. And in the striker ranking, he's moved above Joselu and now is 2nd, only behind John Guidetti. Things going absolutely perfect here for Diego Carlos. Now that is it for this episode. Let me know if you have enjoyed this one in the comment section below. Drop a like if you have. 400 likes would be absolutely insane, and if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Career mode stuff always. Follow me on Twitter to stay updated with the channel, and I will see you guys very soon with another episode of this series.